What if the voice in your head isn't really you? It never stops, narrating your life, rehearsing conversations, worrying about tomorrow, regretting yesterday. It tells you who you are, what you should fear, what you must pursue. And because it's constant familiar, you assume it is you. But what if that assumption is the greatest mistake of your life? Every morning we wake up already running. The inner narrator drives us from thought to thought, planning, fixing, judging, searching for relief. We tell ourselves, if I just achieve this, if I just earn that, then I'll finally rest. But rest never comes. The noise machine grows louder, anxiety multiplies. Fulfillment slips further away. We live like this, enslaved to a stream of thought that promises freedom tomorrow while stealing peace today. But what if the answer is not more control, not more solutions, not more of the same noise? What if the key has been waiting in silence, closer than breath? Eckhart Tolle calls this key presence. And here's the promise. By the end of this video, you will know how to stop being ruled by that inner voice and step into presence here and now. In The Power of Now, Tolle shows that human suffering is not caused mainly by the world, but by the endless commentary about it. The mind resists reality, labels it, judges it, and in that resistance, we create pain. But beyond the chatter, there is another dimension, awareness itself. When you shift into presence, thought is still there, but it no longer rules you. You can use it without being used by it. Imagine carrying a heavy backpack your whole life without knowing you could drop it. One day, you set it down. The world looks the same, but suddenly you are free. This is the discovery. There are two dimensions of our existence: the mind, restless, compulsive, never satisfied, and presence, the still awareness beneath thought. And here's the mantra we will return to again and again: you are not the voice. You are the awareness. So if the voice isn't you, then who are you? To answer that, we must go beyond thinking and step together into presence. That's where we're heading next. Presence is not an idea, not a belief. It is an experience. A shift, a direct knowing. 3 doorways open to it: attention to the now. Life is never yesterday or tomorrow. Only now, acceptance of what is. Resistance fuels suffering. Surrender ends it. Recognition of the deep I, you are not the voice. You are the awareness. Eckhart Tolle writes, when your attention moves into the now, a presence arises that permeates what you do with a sense of quality. Washing dishes, writing an email, speaking to a friend, the tasks don't change. What changes is the quality of your being in them. Let's try it now. Close your eyes if you can. Take 1 slow breath. Inhale, hold, exhale. Now feel your hands from within. A subtle tingling, a quiet vibration. The aliveness of your inner body. Stay with it. Another breath. Notice the silence between thoughts. That silence is presence. In this still awareness, you glimpse the truth. You are not the voice. You are the awareness. Maybe you fear. If I stop resisting, won't I lose my edge? Won't I just drift through life? No, acceptance is not passivity. It is clarity. When you stop resisting the moment, you see what action is truly needed. Action flows naturally, without friction. Without ego, think of water. It doesn't resist the rocks in its path. It moves around them with ease. And in time, it shapes mountains. This is the power of non-resistance. Not weakness, strength without strain, but our culture trains us to do the opposite. To fight every moment. To control every outcome, to fix every flaw. Look at the numbers: endless screen time, rising anxiety, constant burnout. We are drowning in information, yet starving for stillness. And still we whisper the same lie to ourselves. Just one more push. Then I'll rest. But has that ever worked? So you touched it, the silence, the inner aliveness, the awareness beneath thought. You are not the voice. You are the awareness. But why do we lose this so quickly? Why does the noise return again and again? The answer lies in the false identities we cling to. And that's where we go next. You touched it. The silence, the stillness, the space behind thought. But almost immediately, the noise came back. Why? Because we live in a culture that feeds the mind. A culture that rewards noise, every notification, every comparison, every demand for more. All of it feeds the restless narrator inside us. Screen time rises, burnout spreads, anxiety grows. We call it progress. But deep down we feel the cost. This is not random. Distraction is the design. If you feel restless, you consume more. If you feel empty, you work harder. If you compare, you compete. Noise keeps the system alive, and so the noise keeps you asleep. To survive in this restless world, we build masks. The achiever, the pleaser, the warrior, the victim. Each mask depends on one illusion, that you are the voice in your head, that endless stream of stories and judgments. But all of it rests on sand. Because here is the truth, you are not the voice, you are the awareness. The ego hates this truth. It whispers, without me you are nothing. But presence reveals, without ego you are free. Think of the sky. Storms roar across it. Clouds cover it. But the sky itself remains untouched. You are that sky. Thoughts are only weather. They come. They go. You remain. Presence is this shift, from form to formlessness. From story to awareness, identity moves, from mask to essence. How do we live this shift? Not by waiting for miracles, but by stepping into ordinary moments. When you wash your hands, feel the water fully. When you walk, sense the ground beneath your feet. When you listen, listen without rehearsing or reply. Each act becomes a portal, each moment a doorway, and yes, the noise will return. The inner narrator will try again. But every time you notice, every time you remember, you are not the voice. You are the awareness. The grip weakens. The spell breaks. And maybe you ask, but what about heartbreak? What about losing someone you love? What about injustice that tears the world apart? Presence does not turn away. It does not deny pain. It feels painfully without adding chains. Suffering multiplies when the mind adds stories. This should not be happening. I cannot survive this. Presence cuts through the chains of story. It lets pain be pain, raw, honest. And in that directness, pain loses its power to dominate you. Life will still hurt, but you will not drown in the hurt. You will remain as the awareness that witnesses it. This is freedom, the kind no empire can give, the kind no loss can take away. Not conquering the world, but no longer depending on it. The man who loses everything and still finds peace. The woman who finds joy in the smallest act. The child who breathes and is complete. Presence does not remove you from life. It roots you deeper into life. It doesn't make you passive. It makes you unshakable. And slowly, the world around you begins to change. Relationships soften. Work gains meaning. The smallest details glow with aliveness. Not because the outer world transformed, but because you did. At the start I asked, what if the voice in your head isn't really you? Now you know it never was. You are not the restless narrator, not the noise machine, not the endless stream of thought. You are not the voice. You are the awareness. And in the moment you see this, even for one breath, you are free. So pause, breathe. And if this touched you, write in the comments, I am the awareness. Let that be your reminder and your practice.